What if you're playing the wrong game? And the reason why you feel stuck, overwhelmed, you've got anxiety, you feel like repeating the same lessons over and over again when it comes to money, relationships, is because you're playing a game that wasn't meant for you. What I mostly hear from my clients is that they're living this life, but it's not the one they're meant to live. It's full of chaos. It's full of self-sabotage. The same patterns keep on emerging. Meanwhile, they look over here and they say, this is the life that I'm meant to be living. Now, the bullshit is the life I'm meant to be living involves supercars, private jets, traveling around the world, living complete freedom. Okay, that's cool for some people, but is that what you want? It took me 20 plus years of living what I call a fake life to finally stop and listen, to understand it doesn't matter how much I push in the wrong direction, I will continue to self-sabotage because my deeper self, whether you call it the soul, whether you call it the higher consciousness or God, whatever your belief, continually pulls me back to who I truly am. The signs were there for me all along. If you don't know my story, by the way, my name is Pete Scott. I specialize in sales transformation of all things, but I reached a point where I said I will no longer sell from a place of stress and anxiety. I refuse to live from a place of stress and anxiety. And despite achieving certain accomplishments in my life, you can check out my other videos to talk about things that I achieved, it always came crumbling down, because when you're living a fake life, your deeper self will be like, fuck this isn't for you. So this is why I ask you, are you playing the wrong game? With my clients and everybody I work with in my community, I see the same thing again and again. They have this constant addiction to more clients, more leads, more money, more clients booking in their diary. But what if the answer isn't more? What if the answer is the opposite? Less clients. Maybe we don't need to be back to back. Maybe the answer is less clients equals more value. Imagine working with 3 clients and helping them on a deeper level, as opposed to 30 clients, 100 clients. Imagine instead of chasing the next material thing, you start chasing your inner peace and your inner calm. The one lesson I learned in my self-destruction was that if I'm capable to create my own chaos, and powerful enough to do that, I'm powerful enough to create the opposite. So over the last few years, I've invested my time, my attention, my energy into truly being me, a whole fucking new level of it. As opposed to when I first moved out to Thailand, for example, I followed what wasn't the real me and got the villa with the pool and sat there and thought, you know what, this is great. What a great accomplishment. I'm not taking away from it, but it's not me. It's not the real me. And it took me until recently, I've just moved now, to do what I said I was going to do a long, long time ago, which is to live outside of the city. I was in the city earlier today, so I had a few things I had to organize. And I love living in Thailand. I love Chiang Mai, which is the city I live in. But going there, I felt the overwhelm. I felt this is a great place to visit, maybe go have lunch with a friend, but then I love to return to my calm. And this is my calm, out in the countryside. I'm in the jungle, and I'm only 15 minutes from the city, and I have a pond, I don't have a pool. I've got my cat, he's just chilling over there. You can see him on other videos. And I challenge myself, I do my best to challenge myself every day to say, am I still living from this high level cortisol, adrenaline pushing, and where are my decisions truly coming from? Or are they coming from a place of like, this is the real me, this is the calm. Even filming this video, I try to challenge myself to ensure that it's not bullshit. It's not like, oh, let's do a video just to push. It's like, no, let's do a video from truth. So I want to ask you, what is your truth? In business, in life, in everything. Because your truth is the game changer. We don't need to listen, don't listen to me, don't listen to anybody online, listen to yourself. I spoke to my mum the other day and she said to me, I'm so proud of you, which is one of the first times in her life that she's ever said it. I was like, really, why? She's like, you finally did it. I said, what? She said, you moved to the countryside, well, the jungle. I was like, okay. She said, from the age of 15, 16, you said you just wanted to live in the countryside and have a truck. And that's all. You didn't really care about living in a particular type of house, but that was your goal. And then you've done it. You've moved out of the city and you seem happier than you've been in a long time. And I was like, yeah, this is, when I sit here, I'm very, very, like, every morning I sit on my egg chair over here for about an hour or two and just chill. I don't know if you can see that there. But yeah, I wanted to challenge you on how you're living and how, if you're in business, because this channel is also about business. If you're in business, are you building a business in the way that you want? There's a very good reason why I changed my brand from Ultimate Sales Academy, which it was for the last 5-6 years, because it was all, the name carried so much weight and so much energy. Ultimate, you've got to push, you've got to do this, you've got to do that. And now it's Peaceful Sales and Consulting, and that doesn't mean I sit on a rock and meditate all day, although sometimes that's pretty good, but it means that I build from who I truly am. And it's a call back to my own power, because you shouldn't be feeling that stress and that overwhelm what you do. That's all I wanted to share today, so let me know your thoughts below. Where are you at? How are things going? Are you chasing? And if you are, what the fuck are you chasing? Like, what are you actually chasing? Or are you returning back to, this is who I am, this is the difference that I make? Definitely something to think about. So thank you for joining today, and as always, I'll see you tomorrow.